To be on the outside looking in means that you are not a part of the world. You are an observer. Your time is spent getting insight on what is happening in the world, what has happened in the past, and likely being on the cutting edge of understanding when it comes to predicting what is coming for society. The number one factor that contributes to being one of the many on the inside rather than one of the ones on the outside looking in is the ego. The first definition of ego on dictionary.com is the I or self of any person, a person as thinking, feeling, and willing, and distinguishing itself from the selves of others and from objects of its thought. The key to understanding the concept of transcending your ego is the last phrase of the last sentence, distinguishing itself from the selves of others and from objects of its thought. What is it that sets you apart from others? How can one be set apart? I would offer a strange example for you that brings me right back to my childhood. Powerline and Max from A Goofy Movie. As a means of impressing his love interest, Max dresses up as the fictional pop artist Powerline, lip syncs, and puts on a performance to the track Stand Out, which is appropriately titled for this particular scenario, as that is exactly what he is attempting to do. Max is performing the song Stand Out as a means of standing out. In the age of social media, pop stars, rappers, movie stars, and various other celebrities, what keeps people on the inside of society is their desire to stand out. The number one motivating factor for this desire is the attainment of a woman, but it is very likely today, in the time of dating apps and hookup culture, it is truly for the attainment of sex with multiple women. A man who can give up his desire to attain women and material pursuits can further forfeit in a worldly competition to stand out. So why is it that I recommend you give up your egotistical pursuits in order to be on the outside looking in? In short, because the game is rigged. A rapidly growing portion of men are realizing that the attainment of wealth and status is primarily decided by factors outside of one's control. Looks, upbringing, where you were born, connections, family. The tale of the self-made man is a model that is rapidly fading out in the modern world. It has become a rod that the baby boomer generation beats the millennials and latter generations over the head with. You were likely pushed into this place of being set apart by bad experiences with people, narcissists, a rough childhood, and a number of other factors that at the time you perceived as bad luck. Ultimately, God has chosen you to be set apart. All you need is a roof over your head, an internet connection, and a computer. With a little bit of internet street smarts, you can access high-level discussion, classic literature, and nonfiction writing on all subjects written throughout history, educational videos on all topics, the ability to learn trades and various skills. You can spend your time learning and developing your mind, rather than seeking material success and validation from men and women. Maintain and build physical fitness, eat healthy, cultivate and develop skills alongside your continuous study, all while living a minimalist lifestyle. Your day-to-day interactions will decrease, but when necessary, all you do is give them the bare minimum. You don't sabotage good relationships if you have them, but you merely shut yourself off to material people who likely only offer you judgment and competition. Who you are no longer matters. When combined with a strong faith, you avoid sin and maintain a healthy prayer life as well as church attendance. This isn't necessarily ideal for everyone, but it's in line with the conclusions that previous men's movements have come to. The juice is no longer worth the squeeze. Society no longer wants you, and you are taking part in a rigged game. Exit society. Be on the outside looking in. On your path of learning, you will likely discover areas that you have a knack for. You will find areas of study you want to specialize in, that you have fun spending time improving your grasp of. This will help you get a better understanding of places you might belong in society, the kind of people you would like to be around, and what purpose you could serve without having to swim upstream or go against the grain of who you are. Forget about keeping up with the Joneses, racking up a high body count, or showing off material possessions to superficial people. None of this is pleasing to God. Stay out of trouble, treat people with kindness, do what you need to keep your internet on and a roof over your head, and expand your understanding of the world that others are living in. Forget about your part in the story for a while. Once you understand more about the world, you will have more to offer in it. You likely didn't get the head start that those who thrived early got. So take some months, or maybe even years, even a decade or more if you wish, to find out what is really going on, what has really happened, and who it is that you think you truly are, and who you should be. Hopefully this message was inspiring to someone. God bless.